Merry Christmas to everybody who is celebrating Christmas and happy holidays to everybody else. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Christmas holiday season. So this is something that I wanted to. I really should plan out my lives better, but I don't. So here we go. In case you've been following me for more than 5 seconds, you've probably seen that what I do is fitness for musicians, and I'm really invested in preventing pain and overuse injury in musicians through strength training. Well, I've got a pretty cool program that I've designed. It launched back in August, and we're coming up to the end of, it's supposed to be a 90-day program, but I extended it through the end of the year for the beta program. What it's called is Job Security. And the reason I call it job security is job security for musicians, because it's the one thing we feel like we don't have, we don't deserve, it's out of reach, it's, that unobtainable, elusive thing, but it's not. And so if you've been seeing my post about the mistakes that musicians make and all that, a lot of these things actually, they go together. So for example, like what I posted about lack mindset leading to injury, it's because we feel like we got to take every gig, and if we don't, then somebody's going to not call us back. We won't get the gig the next time, and so we end up pushing through pain, right? And we don't want that, but we also need the money. So it's this vicious cycle of lack and feeling like, well, we have to, so we just have to do what we have to do, right? But it only spiraled down, and we start ignoring pain because we have to play the gig, and then we feel like, well, then okay, what do we do? Well, I guess I should rest. Maybe stretch. Stretch what? Rest isn't rehab. That's what's going to come out tomorrow, what I'm going to talk about. Ever notice that when something hurts, or you're drumming or you're playing, and you get this pain behind your shoulder blade or your elbows or your wrists or your back starts to hurt, and you just rest? The minute you go back to doing what you were doing, it starts hurting again. Rest isn't rehab, and if you rest a weak muscle, it stays weak. So this program that I'm doing, it's only for certain people. So if you think it's a workout, it's not a workout. Though you do get the 90-day COVID comeback challenge workout included as a bonus, which is a $2,000 program. So I'm pretty excited to be giving you guys that. But this program, what it is, it's for, it's not a workout, but it teaches you how to kind of stop the cycle of dysfunction and the cycle of pain. So we start by, we don't know what to do, so we stop playing, we rest, it gets worse, we rest, it gets worse, we see a doctor, they tell us to quit, blah, 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 right? And we never know where to go, what to do. So it addresses the three things that musicians don't have, that we don't have, that prevent us from having job security. And that's like, we don't know when we get injured, we don't know what to do about it, we don't know who to go see, not sure what to do, so we feel powerless, right? We feel clueless. So we just go see a regular doc in the box and hope for the best, and they usually tell us to quit playing. I had one guy say, well, can you switch instruments? I'm sorry, can you just switch to being a dentist? That's not how that works, right? Musicians, it's not how this works. So, no. So we learn like who all the different practitioners are, what they do, and that way, whether you have a playing-related injury or you've got pain or you have a colleague or a bandmate or a student who's going through something, you don't just blindly say, well, go see a doctor. You can actually give them real world help and be like, hey, you should probably go see somebody who does this, and here's a list of people you can go check out, because we have that resource list. We have a list of practitioners going. We really dive into that. We also increase your body awareness, so we're not just up here all the time. It's like, unless you're a drummer, like, when do you feel your feet? When do you think about the backs of your knees? Probably never, right? Until something starts to hurt, we don't feel it, right? I've been talking to a lot of harp players today, and if you're playing, you're focused on here, right? Until your back hurts. If you had bad posture and you didn't know it, well, it's this cycle, so we increase your body awareness. So now we know what to do, and then I'm going to actually teach you some of the stuff that I do as a personal trainer for musicians. I teach you how to do movement assessments. I teach you what to look for, like the postural distortions you have. So we learn what upper cross syndrome is. We learn what forward head posture is. I teach you how to look for the different signs that an overuse injury could be coming and what to do about it. So I teach you how to do this for yourself and for other people. So then we identify your own muscle imbalances, because everybody's got some. And then that way you can, sorry, I got distracted. That way you don't only just have your own muscle imbalances that you deal with, but that way you can help others identify theirs. And then once we find out what your imbalances are, you also learn a lot about anatomy, not crazy ton, just the stuff you need to know as a musician, right? You don't need to know about the patellar ligament and the stuff like that, right? You don't need to know that. You don't need to know. What you do need to know is what we cover. So when it comes to anatomy, you learn that stuff. We go through the different muscle, sorry, I got distracted again. That's what it is when you do lives, right? So once we do muscle imbalances, then I teach you about corrective exercise. And I teach you how to design your own corrective exercise program as a musician. So I don't care if you play bassoon, if you play drums, if you're a harpist, if you play flute, guitar, violin, viola, organ, if you're a conductor, whatever it is, everybody's got some muscle imbalances that are exacerbated by playing their instrument, right? So I'm going to teach you how to get over those, not just get over those, how to identify those, and then what to do about it. And then you're going to learn how to design your own corrective exercise program. Nobody's doing this. I'm pretty darn stoked about it. But here's the deal. It's still in beta mode, but only until the end of the year. So if you want in on this, you'll see my me posting about the pilot program. It's my pilot program. But it's called Job Security, and it's hosted right here on Facebook. It's in a private group, but if you want in on this, let me know, because it goes full price the beginning of the year, and that's in what, a couple days. It's insane, right? So I just had another person join today. I'm super stoked. It's a group coaching program, so you're not doing this by yourself. We learn with each other. Everybody learns through their own experiences, plus we build on everybody else's experiences. We have live coaching calls once a week. You get a ton of stuff, honestly, but it's not about the stuff. It's about what you learn and how that transforms your life as a musician, which transforms your career and gives you longevity that you need, because you don't want to get sidelined. You don't want to have to quit playing because of an injury that you didn't know what to do about. I heard there was somebody at the violin shop I was talking to, and they said this really well-known fiddle player was thinking about hanging up his bow because he had this injury and he didn't know what to do about it. I'm like, this doesn't have to happen. You don't have to play in pain. You don't have to push through it. There's something you can do about it. And that's what this program is. So it's going to change your life, your career, your longevity of your career, and it's going to change the careers of your bandmates and your colleagues and your students. And this is how we change the narrative around musicians getting injured, because we all do, 90% So if you're interested, drop me a comment below. Say, hey, I'm interested, or pilot program, or job security, or like me, I'm curious, give me more details. I'll send you the details. If you want in on this, there's a ton of bonuses. Ooh, I got a new bonus, okay? You join, not only do you get the COVID Comeback Challenge, which is a 90-day instrument-specific workout for free, you're also going to get the 2-day intensive that I'm designing. So if you're not really into the whole, I don't want to do this for 90 days, we're doing a 2-day intensive where you're going to do the whole thing. If you want in on it, you don't have to, but I'm really excited to share all the details with you guys about that. So if you're interested, drop me a comment. It's only going to be at this super special beta price until the end of the year, and you want in on it now because it's going to double by next year. So if you want all the goodies right now, drop me a line. Merry Christmas, everybody.